Hello everyone, welcome to the Unacademy. Sorry friends, due to some internet issues, I was unable to connect. So, कैसे हो आप लोग? Am I audible? All of you. All of you, am I audible? Please respond me so that I can start the session. So, my dear friends, all of you know that Unacademy has become India's largest online learning platform. And India's top educators are associated with this particular platform, so no compromise in quality means no compromise in result. So get the plus subscription now and start your preparation by India's top educators with unlimited live and recorded video lectures. Myself Ajay Das, I am MTech in computer science. I have a 8+ year of teaching experience. Till now I have trained almost 20,000 plus engineering students for the GATE, PSUs, training and placement, and UGC NET also. So also work as a freelancer in many reputed institutes of India. Qualified the GATE exam 5 times. Along with that, I have also qualified the Chhattisgarh State Electricity Board exam with the AIR 8 in 2010. Download the Unacademy Learning app and start your preparation sitting anywhere, anytime. So, what you will get? This is a major question which always used to arise in everyone's minds. Why I have to go for the Unacademy? So, my dear friends, the first thing you are going to have a daily life classes. The second one is the structured courses. Third one is the live test and quizzes, and finally the unlimited access. Apart from that, what extra you are going to have? Please try to understand. There are multiple educator. What multiple educator for the single subjects means? You can have a multiple educator for a single subject means, suppose if you are learning a particular subject X from a one educator, and due to some reason, either if you are not able to attend some of the lectures, or if some of the concept you are not able to grasp by the one educator, what you can do, you can switch to the another educator and you can cover up that particular topics from the another educator. This is the advantage of having a multiple educators in a single platform. The second thing is, since there are various educators for the same subject, some educators are teaching in Hindi medium and the some of them are teaching in the English medium. So suppose if you are not feeling comfortable in the Hindi medium, what you can do, you can switch to the another educator and you can start your learning process in English medium according to your comfortability. Got it? And of course, learn by the top educators. So this is the weapon of Unacademy, or you can say the any organization. So I have only mentioned few of the educator related with the GATE and ESE. Like these are the educator from the electrical, electronics, and civil. Similarly, from the mechanical and electrical. To know more about the educator, my dear friends, download the Unacademy Learning app and check the profile of each and every educators before getting the subscriptions. Also, once you will download the Unacademy Learning app, you will be allowed to access the free lectures of each and every educators, so that you can identify whether, or you will be come to know why you have to choose the Unacademy. So under the GATE ESE, Unacademy prepare you for the various branches like for the mechanical, computer science, instrumentation, and so on. So these are the branches for which the Unacademy make you prepare for the GATE and ESE, civil, chemical. So according to your branch, you can get the subscription. But if you want to get the subscription, my dear friends, never forget to use the code IFA, because once you will apply this code, you will get the minimum 10% discount. How much? Minimum 10% discount. Suppose if you are taking a subscription for the 1 year and the fee structure is 25,000. So once you will apply this particular code, you will immediately get the 10% discount. You will immediately get the 10% discount, and your applicable fees will become the 22,500. Got it? 22,500. Similarly, if you are in a second year or the third year, must be you are looking for the GATE 2022. So in that situation, you can go for the 24 month of subscription. So once you will compare the fee structure from the 1 year, or you can say the 12 month. So there is a difference of only 5,000. Logically, my dear friends, logically you are getting a subscription of one more year in 5,000. So once again, once you will apply the code IFA, which is written over here, immediately you will get the 10% discount. This is the minimum discounts I am talking about, and your fees finally will become 27,000. To know more about the things, you can personally text me on my Telegram number, that is the 92649545. Got it? You can personally text me the message in my Telegram number. Now let's crack it. So this is the slogan of the Unacademy, because we believe we will prepare the student in such a level the student would be able to crack any competitive exam in their first attempt. Okay, so theory of computation, CFL and PDA part 1. So my dear friends, I hope you know about the things. चलिए अब यहाँ से हम लोग बात करेंगे. This is the CFL. What is the full form of CFL? This is the context free language. Context free language. And what is the meaning of PDA? PDA is nothing but push down automatic. Push down. Fine. So for every language we need to design a machine, and inside the theory of computation there exist four different kind of machine. One is the DFA, that is called the deterministic finite automata. Second one is the PDA. Third one is the LBA, and the fourth one is the Turing machine. So my dear friends, for every language corresponding to a particular machine, we define four different kind of languages. Like the languages which can be accepted by the DFA is called the regular language. The languages which can be accepted by the PDA, since PDA is a machine, so the languages accepted by the PDA is basically known as context free language. So in my today lectures we will try to learn how to identify whether the language is context free or not. What is our main purpose of the learning of this class? Because the GATE usually asks this kind of questions. How to identify whether the given language is CFL or so. There are two different methods. We will discuss each and everything. There are two different methods to identify whether the language is CFL or not. CFL means context free or not. The first one is by designing a PDA, means if there exists a push down automata for the given language, then we say the language is CFL. And or if we are able to write the context free grammar, we are able to write the context free grammar. G means grammar. So either you can design a PDA. If you are able to design a PDA, then you can easily claim the given language is context free, or if you are able to write a context free grammar, then again you can easily claim the given language is a context free language. But in my today's class we will only talk about this PDA, means how to design a PDA for a given language. Means if PDA exists, then the language is context free. If PDA does not exist, means the language is not context free. Clear everyone? Now let's start the problem one by one. Let's start the problem one by one. See over here. See, suppose I'm giving you a very simple language, but let's try to understand why the PDA came into the picture. PDA के आने के पीछे का रीजन क्या है? ऑफ कोर्स सबसे पहले हम लोगों ने किस मशीन के बारे में एनालिसिस किया? डीएफए। सबसे पहले हम लोगों ने स्टार्टिंग में लर्निंग प्रोसेस स्टार्ट किया डीएफए। डीएफए मींस डिटरमिनिस्टिक फाइनाइट ऑटोमेटा। थोड़ा सा डीएफए के बारे में जानते हैं। सपोज अगर आपको कोई लैंग्वेज इस तरह से गिवन है, e to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 0. My dear friends, you know how to design a DFA. The initial state will become the final state and you can have a self loop over the input symbol a. So this is the machine DFA for this particular language. लेकिन अगर लैंग्वेज को हम लोग थोड़ा सा चेंज करते हैं, देखिए n is equal to a to the power 2n where n is greater than equal to 0. ऑफ कोर्स इस लैंग्वेज में किस तरह के स्ट्रिंग जनरेट होंगे? तो इवन नंबर ऑफ ए, इवन नंबर ऑफ ए मींस एप्सिलॉन a square a to the power 4 and so on. We are just generating the even number of a. So to accept the even number of a, the machine will look like this. Single a should be rejected and the double a should be accepted. Okay, so this is the machine and this one is called even state and this one is called odd state. ठीक है ना? तो जितने भी odd string है ये सभी रिजेक्ट होंगे बिकॉज दिस इज द नॉन फाइनल स्टेट एंड ऑल द इवन स्ट्रिंग विल बी एक्सेप्टेड. एंड किसी भी तरह का चीजें हो, लाइक अगर आपको सपोज थोड़ा सा मैंने चेंज कर दिया यहाँ पर, लाइक ए टू द पावर, वी आर क्रिएटिंग द इवन नंबर ऑफ ए बट नॉट एप्सिलॉन मींस ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 1. सो ऑफ कोर्स इन दिस लैंग्वेज द स्ट्रिंग विल बी लुक लाइक दिस, ए टू द पावर 2, ए टू द पावर 4 एंड सो ऑन. तो यहाँ पर एप्सिलॉन एक्सेप्ट नहीं हो रहा है तो ऑफ कोर्स एप्सिलॉन को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है ना? तो हाउ द मशीन विल लुक लाइक? द मशीन विल लुक लाइक दिस. इनिशियल स्टेट विल नेवर बी अ फाइनल स्टेट. द सिंगल ए should be rejected but the double a should be accepted. So make this as a final state. Triple a should be rejected and the fourth number of a will be accepted. So of course this is the odd state and this is the even state, means all odd length will be rejected and even length will be accepted. Similarly देखिए मैं आपको क्या समझाना चाह रहा हूं, समझना थोड़ा सा. ठीक है ना? a to the power 3n where n is greater than equal to 0. Of course my dear friends, we are creating the multiple of 3, means epsilon a to the power 3, a to the power 6, a to the power 9 and so on. You know how to design a machine but still I am making this. कभी कभी कुछ कुछ करना भी बहुत जरूरी होता है. ठीक है ना? Even though you know the things, single a should be rejected, double a should be rejected, but if it is a triple number of a it should be accepted. Are you getting my point? Because here we are getting the remainder value 0, here we are getting the remainder value 1, here we are getting the remainder value 2. So whenever you are dividing the number x by 3, you can have 3 remainder possible, 0, 1 and 2. And in this situation what is happening, we are getting the multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 means it should be a final state and remaining 2 should be a non-final state. Means this is the remainder state 0 and these are the remainder state 1 and 2. So with the help of DFA what we can do? We can create any number of a, we can create even number of a, multiple of 3, multiple of 4. But if I am giving you a question, if I am giving you a question like this, please try to understand. If I am giving you a question like this, n is equal to a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 1. So my dear friends, if such language is given, then can we design DFA for this? My question is, can we design DFA for, and gradually I will increase the difficulties level of the problem. So be with me. If you want to learn a lot of things about the PDA, then be with me. I will increase the difficulties level of the problem. So don't worry. See over here. So here the question is, can we design a DFA for language L? So just see. whether we are able to design or not. See, here what is happening, you cannot create a self loop for any input symbol. The first logic is we cannot create a self loop for any one of the input symbol, because whenever you are creating a self loop, the counting will become independent. See over here. Whenever you are creating a self loop, the counting of A could be anything. Could be anything. It will become independent. Yes or no? But here, what is happening? Look upon the language. Here, the counting of A is just equal to the counting of B. You cannot make anyone independent. Are you getting my point or not? Means we cannot create the self loop for any one of the input symbol. If you are taking the indirect loop means suppose you are moving over here and then you are coming over here. So this is nothing but a kind of loop. This is nothing but a kind of loop. So this kind of loop is called the indirect loop. So whenever we are creating the indirect loop, it will create the multiple of that particular symbol. So of course, either we can create the multiple of 2 or multiple of A or multiple of B. So it could be a multiple of 2, multiple of 3, multiple of 4. But again, our main requirement is not being fulfilled, because here what we have to do, we have to maintain the counting of A and counting of B. So if you are thinking about this, you said let's draw the machine in this manner. Let's draw the machine in this manner. Single A this and single B this. Okay. So of course here AB will be accepted and AB will be accepted, and means AB to the power n. So my dear friend, this is just a different. It is a to the power n, B to the power n, and it is the AB to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 0. So AB to the power n, it is never equivalent to the A to the power n, B to the power n. Are you getting my point or not? Because AB to the power n means AB, 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 AB. Are you getting my point or not? And what does it means? It means any counting of A followed by same counting of B. What does it means? Any counting of A's followed by same counting of B. Same counting of B's. So this is not a correct DFA for this particular language. This is the machine M for this particular language. Now my question is how to design a machine. So if you will try to design a machine for an individual strings, of course from this language what kind of string will be generated? It will generate the AB or A square, B square, or A to the power 3, B to the power 3, and so on and so on. So if you will try to design a DFA for all the strings individually, then what will happen? Please try to understand. Single A and single B. So it should be accepted. Again, double A and double B. It should be accepted, and triple A. Are you getting my point? What I am trying to say? Triple A and triple B. B and then again B and then B. Means triple A and you just take it over here. Triple A and triple B. And similarly, 4 number of A, then 4 number of A, and up to dot dot dot. So what is happening over here? If you will try to construct a DFA, so just imagine here it will require infinite number of states. Since there are infinite number of strings, so it will require infinite number of states. But we always talk about the finite state machine. We always talk about the finite state machine, a machine containing the finite number of states. So if it is requiring infinite number of states to design a DFA for the language L, it is not possible. It is not possible. Are you getting my point or not? All of you. Clear है? बोलो भाई. So having infinite number of states is just not possible. Means designing a DFA is not possible. So what ultimately we will conclude? What ultimately we will conclude? So if we try to design a DFA for L is equal to a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 1, it will take infinite number of states. Infinite number of states, which is not possible. Which is not possible. Why? Because we always talk about FSM. What is the meaning of FSM? What is the full form of FSM? This is nothing but a finite state machine. Finite state machine means a machine containing finite number of states. Finite state machine. Got it? So this is the first point you have to remember. This is the reason we cannot construct a DFA. Let's think about the second point. So if I am defining a language like this, a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 1 and less than equal to 100. Now I am asking, can we design DFA for L? Can we design DFA for L? So my dear friends, the answer will be good. The answer will be yes. Why? Because in this language there are finite number of strings like AB, A square, B square, and up to dot dot dot, A to the power 100, B to the power 100. So since there are finite strings inside the language, so the DFA can be constructed with, you can say, finite or countable number of states, or countable number of states. Got it? Finite or countable number of states. So making a DFA for this particular language is possible. Got it? So always remember these things. Either n is like the boundary condition of n is given as like 1 to 100, or it will be given as 1 to 10 lakhs. Not a problem at all. If the n is bounded by the something, means it can, DFA is possible. There is a situation the machine will take like 1 million of states, 2 million of state, or 1 billion of state. Of course, billion value is countable value. So if you are able to design a DFA with the countable number of states, means designing a DFA is possible for the particular. Now again, idea about this thing is pending. Means ultimately we have realized designing a DFA for this particular language is not possible. Now, my dear friends, how to construct means if designing a DFA is not possible, then we need to think about more powerful machine. Yes or no? We need to think about more powerful machine, and that's why we are moving towards PDA. So we are moving towards PDA. My dear friends, never forget this code to get the subscription. Once again, I will tell you, you will get the minimum 10% discount. For the maximum, you can personally contact me on the Telegram number, on my Telegram number, which I have already mentioned. See over here. See over here. See, we have realized, suppose there are some problems. By the dotted line, I'm indicating the problem. There are some problem which can be solved by the machine DFA, but there exists some problem which cannot be solved by the DFA, and in that situation we think about more powerful machine. We think about more powerful machine, that is nothing but a like a to the power n, e to the power n, n is greater than equal to. So these are the problem which cannot be solved by the DFA, and that's why we think about the more powerful machine. Means computational power of PDA is greater than DFA. What does it mean? The PDA can solve all the problem which can be solved by the DFA. Along with that, it will solve some more problem which cannot be solved by the DFA. Are you getting my point or not? Means the computational power is more than the DFA. Is that clear? Now let's see how to design a PDA for the language L is equal to, a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to. How to design a PDA for the language this. So my dear friends, before making a PDA, we will try to understand what will be the logic of designing the PDA, because in your exam you need not to design a PDA all the time. If you are able to identify the structure of the PDA logically, then you can directly claim the language is a context free. Are you getting my point or not? So initially we will try to learn for designing a PDA for each and every language, and ultimately I will tell you how to think whether the designing a PDA is possible or not. So just thinking logically, you can claim whether the language is context free or not. Means you will just design the PDA in your mind. Got it? But since this is the learning process, so we will try to design a PDA for each and every language. So just start from here. See, my dear friend, this is the language which is given. What kind of string? This language will consist of AB, A square, B square, A to the power 3, B to the power 3, and so on. Okay, so just see over here, I am taking any one of the string. Suppose I am taking the string W is equal to double A double B. So what is happening over here? Just see over here, the counting of A is equal to counting of B. So to maintain the counting, to memorize the counting, what we have to do? We have to take the help of memory, that is nothing but stack. किसी भी सिंबल्स को काउंट करने के लिए कि वो कितने बार रीड हो रहा है, you have to take the help of some memory, क्योंकि जब तक आप मेमोराइज नहीं करोगे तब तक आप उतने ही काउंटिंग के दूसरे सिंबल को रीड नहीं कर पाओगे. Are you getting my point or not? So what is the logic, or you can say the idea behind designing a PDA? Please try to understand. So what I am doing, how many A has been read we have to memorize. Okay, we have to memorize so that the same number of B can be read. Are you getting my point or not? So here, what the idea or logic we are applying, how many is has been read, we need to memorize. We need to memorize so that same counting or you can say the number, same counting of P's could be read. Could be read. And to memorize the things, we basically use the stack. We basically use the stack. So what we will do, suppose we are reading the input symbol A, then what we will do, we will push the X as a stack symbol. So X is the stack symbol, so we will push the X into the stack. Again, after reading the input symbol A, we will push X into the stack. Now what we are doing, we are reading the input symbol B. What we are doing, we are reading the input symbol B. So for every reading of B, we will pop it. Again we are reading the B, again we will pop it. Okay, so after that, if there is nothing, means there is a epsilon. So if we are reading the epsilon and there is nothing inside the stack, means this string will be accepted. This string will be accepted. Means what is the terminal condition? Just we are checking whether the counting of A is equivalent to the counting of B. Means if we are reading the epsilon and there is nothing inside the stack, means accept the string. Take the another situation. Suppose W is equal to triple A double B. My dear friends, you can analyze the things. This string does not belong to this language. Means this string should be rejected by our machine. Means what is the fundamental of designing a machine? The machine will accept all the string generated by the corresponding language. So if the string belongs to the language, it should be accepted by the machine. If it does not belong to the language, it should be rejected by the machine. So you can easily realize this particular string does not belong to our language. Means by our logic, this string should be rejected. So just check over here. We are reading the A and we are inserting the X into the stack. Again A, insert X into the stack. Again A, insert X into the stack. Now we are reading the B. So on reading B, what we will do, we will pop one top of the stack symbol. Means for the single B we have cancel it out. Means हम लोग just A और B के काउंटिंग को कैंसिल कर रहे हैं. मीन्स एक सिंगल A के लिए सिंगल B रीड हो चुका है. Again we are reading the B, we will pop this. Means for this A we have already read the B. Means for this A we have read the B, for this A we have read the B. Now we are reading the epsilon. Here we are reading the epsilon and top of the stack symbol is what? X. It is not empty. So if we are reading the epsilon and stack is not empty, then in that situation the string will be rejected. Got it? So this kind of logic we will basically apply to design a PDA. For every single reading of A, we should read the B, so that we can count whether the counting of A is equivalent to the counting of B or. So now let's see how to design a PDA. Let's see how to design a. See over here. So n is equal to a to the power n, b to the power n, where देखिए पहली बार ही मशीन बनाने में थोड़ा सा सोचना पड़ता है, उसके बाद बहुत ज्यादा आपको नहीं सोचना पड़ेगा। देखिए, दिस इज द लैंग्वेज विच इज गिवन। सो अगर हम लोग डीएफए की बात करें तो किसी भी डीएफए का ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन किन बातों पर डिपेंड करता है? इन केस ऑफ डीएफए द ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन डिपेंड्स अपॉन द करंट स्टेट QI एंड द इनपुट सिंबल A। अगर हम लोग ये देते हैं तो वी हैव टू माइग्रेट टू द स्टेट J। सो हियर द स्टेट I कुड बी इक्विवेलेंट टू द स्टेट J, ठीक है ना, या डिफरेंट भी हो सकता है, ठीक है। सो यहां पर जो ट्रांजिशन है वो करंट स्टेट और करंट इनपुट पे डिपेंड करता है इन केस ऑफ डीएफए, बट इन केस ऑफ पीडीए, अब पीडीए के केस में जो ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन है वो सिर्फ करंट स्टेट और करंट इनपुट पे ही डिपेंड नहीं करेगा। इट विल डिपेंड्स अपॉन द टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल। इट विल डिपेंड्स अपॉन टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल। क्यों? देखिए यहां पर सी, हम लोगों ने यहां पर ए रीड किया एंड इमेजिन द इनिशियल टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज Z0। जस्ट इमेजिन द इनिशियल टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज Z0। तो Z0 अगर इनिशियल टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल है मींस स्टैक हमारा अभी एम्प्टी है, तो हम लोग ए रीड कर रहे हैं। इफ वी आर रीडिंग द ए, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज Z0, देन वी हैव टू पुश द X अगेन। हम लोग नेक्स्ट टाइम जब ए रीड करेंगे टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल क्या रहा होगा? सिंगल X। So if we are again reading the A, top of the stack symbol is X, then again push X. Similarly, read the B. So if we are reading the B, top of the stack symbol is X, just pop it. तो किसी भी पॉइंट पे अगर हम लोग कोई भी इनपुट सिंबल रीड करते हैं तो उसके बिहाफ पे क्या एक्शन परफॉर्म करना है? इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल, यस और नो? सो here the transition function will depends upon three different things. One is the current state, that is the QI, input symbol read, that is the A, and top of the stack symbol, that is the suppose alpha. So what will happen here? We will derive the two different things. We will migrating state and next top of the stack symbol or next content of the stack symbol, that is the beta. So here the alpha could be equivalent to the beta or anything else. So what does it mean? ये हमारा क्या है? This is the current state. This is the input rate, ठीक है ना? ये करंट स्टेट है और इस स्टेट पे इनपुट हम लोग ए रीड कर रहे हैं एंड दिस वन इज द current content of stack. You can say content of stack, and this is the content after the push pop operation. Content of stack after पुश पॉप ऑपरेशन। भाई स्टैक है, या तो इनपुट सिंबल कोई भी सिंबल या तो यहां पर पुश होगा या तो पॉप होगा। नाउ लेट्स सी हाउ टू डिजाइन अ पीडीए फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर लैंग्वेज। प्लीज आराम से समझिएगा, ठीक है ना? देखिए, दिस इज द इनिशियल स्टेट सपोज Q0, ठीक है। चलिए अब हम लोग ए रीड करते हैं। टेक द स्ट्रिंग, suppose we are considering the string w is equal to triple A followed by triple B and initial top of the stack symbol is, suppose ये हमारा stack है, ठीक है ना, ये हमारा stack है, तो initial top of the stack symbol by default क्या होता है? Z0 होता है। तो this is the initial top of the stack symbol. Here we are assuming Z0 is equal to initial top of stack symbol. क्लियर है भाई? चलिए अब यहां पर क्या हो रहा है? वी आर रीडिंग द ए। जब हम लोग ए रीड कर रहे होंगे तो इनिशियल टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल क्या रहा होगा? Z0। सो इफ वी आर रीडिंग द ए, सो वी आर रीडिंग द ए, और इस सिचुएशन में टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल क्या है भाई, जेड नॉट. So top of the stack symbol is Z naught. So what we have to do? We have to push X. So just push. तो नेक्स्ट स्टैक का कंटेंट क्या होगा, X Z naught. ये इंडिकेट करता है कि पहले से Z naught था टॉप सिंबल, और X पुश करने के बाद नेक्स्ट टॉप टू सिंबल क्या हो जाएगा, X Z naught. तो यहां पर इसको कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, X, और स्टैक में कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे यहां पर. क्लियर है भाई. भाई उसके बाद फिर से पॉसिबिलिटी है कि हम लोग किसको रीड करें, ए को रीड करें. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम वेन एवर वी आर रीडिंग द ए, द टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज व्हाट, एक्स. तो इसके लिए भी ट्रांजिशन आपको मेंशन करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यहां पर जब हम लोग ए रीड कर रहे हैं, द टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज जेड नॉट. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम वेन एवर वी आर रीडिंग द ए, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज व्हाट, एक्स. सो अगेन व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल पुश द एक्स. सो टॉप टू स्टैक सिंबल क्या हो जाएगा, डबल एक्स. सो अगेन डबल एक्स. सो यहां पर भी क्या होगा, सो अगेन वी आर रीडिंग द ए. सो अगेन इफ यू आर रीडिंग द ए, अगेन इफ यू आर रीडिंग द ए, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज एक्स, अगेन पुश एक्स. यहां पर फिर से क्या होगा, एक्स पुश होगा, और इसके लिए ट्रांजिशन ऑलरेडी आपने मेंशन कर दिया है. वी आर रीडिंग द ए, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज एक्स, देन पुश एक्स. सो इन दिस ब्लॉक वी आर जस्ट इंडिकेटिंग ओनली टू टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल. देखिए पूरा कंटेंट मेंशन करना डायग्राम में, ट्रांजिशन में पॉसिबल नहीं है. सो व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू, वी आर ओनली मेंटेनिंग द टॉप टू स्टैक सिंबल. पहले क्या था और बाद में क्या आया, ठीक है ना. दिस इज द बिफोर एंड दिस इज द आफ्टर. गॉट इट. सो यू हैव टू इंडिकेट ओनली टू टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल. सो यहां तक हो गया. अब हम लोग किसको रीड कर रहे हैं, वी आर रीडिंग द बी. So if you are reading the B, now let's start the counting of A and B. So if you are reading the B, top of the stack symbol is X, then you have to pop X. इससे क्या होगा, एक सिंगल A के लिए सिंगल B काउंट हो गया है, ठीक है ना. So इसको आप अब मेंशन करिए. So if you are reading the B, अगर हम लोग B रीड कर रहे हैं, in top of the stack symbol there must be a X. यहां पर एक और x जाएगा, क्योंकि ट्रिपल एक्स हम लोगों ने क्या किया है, पुश किया है. सो इफ यू आर रीडिंग द बी, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल शुड बी x. तो आपको यहां पर क्या करना है, इसको पॉप कर देना है. तो देखिए यहां पर अभी x था, पॉप करेंगे तो अब यहां पर क्या आ जाएगा, एप्सिलॉन आ जाएगा. तो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट. इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि पूरा स्टैक एम्प्टी हो गया है. इसका मतलब ओनली होता है, क्या इसका मीनिंग होगा, ओनली पॉप top of the stack, top of the stack symbol. क्लियर है. चलिए B के काउंटिंग में हमने टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल X को पॉप कर दिया, इसको हमने पॉप कर दिया, ठीक है ना. अगेन क्या होगा, वी हैव माइग्रेटेड इनटू द न्यू स्टेट, दैट इज द Q1, ठीक है ना. इसमें हम लोग बहुत सारे वेरिएशंस को भी देखेंगे, टेंशन नहीं लेना, पहले समझिए आराम से. Again what we are doing, again we will read the B, and in this situation the top of the stack symbol must be X. We will read the B and top of the stack symbol must be X. So again what we will do, we will pop it. So again अगर हम लोग B को रीड कर रहे हैं, top of the stack symbol is X, then pop it. यहां से क्या करेंगे, पॉप कर देंगे. Again we are reading the B and we are in the state Q1. तो Q1 में है, B रीड हो रहा है, तो फिर से क्या करना है, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल अगर x है तो इसको फिर से क्या करना है, पॉप कर देना है. तो मैंने इसको भी पॉप कर दिया. अब b तो रीड होगा नहीं, इसके बाद क्या रीड होगा, एप्सिलॉन. तो इसके लिए भी एक कंडीशन देना पड़ेगा. तो यहां पर क्या हो गया, यहां पर क्या हो गया, आप इसको अगर ध्यान से देखो तो इस a के लिए सिंगल b रीड हो चुका है, इसके लिए भी सिंगल रीड b हो चुका है, इसके लिए भी सिंगल b रीड हो चुका है. मीन्स काउंटिंग मेंटेन है. तो डेफिनेटली लास्ट में हम लोग एप्सिलॉन रीड कर रहे हैं, तो दिस विल बिकम द टर्मिनल कंडीशन, एंड इन दिस सिचुएशन द स्ट्रिंग शुड बी एक्सेप्टेड. सो व्हाट वी विल डू, इफ वी आर रीडिंग द एप्सिलॉन, पहला सिंबल हमेशा इनपुट रीड होता है, ठीक है ना. तो इफ वी आर रीडिंग द एप्सिलॉन, और इस सिचुएशन में whenever you are reading the epsilon, in this situation what is the top of the stack symbol? It is the Z naught. So if top of the stack symbol is Z naught, then just replace it by Z naught and move to the final state. So my dear friends, here what is happening after the complete scanning? We have started the scanning from here and we have completed the scanning over here. So after the complete scanning, if you are reaching to the final state, then the string will be accepted, and in this situation this particular string will be accepted. So यहाँ पर आप कोई भी string ले लो, या तो a b ले लो accept होगा, a square b square accept होगा, a to the power 3 b to the power 3 accept होगा, and so on. But if you will try to pass the string like this, a to the power 3 b to the power 2, it will be rejected. Let's verify it. Let's verify it. See over here. हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? We are just giving the a to the power 3 means triple a and double b. So we have to start the scanning from left to right. Last में कुछ नहीं है तो क्या है? Epsilon है. See over here. First time we are reading the a. Top of the stack symbol is Z naught. We will insert the x. Again we are reading the a. We will insert the x. Again we are reading the a. We will insert the x. Now we are reading the b. So अगर हम लोग b रीड कर रहे हैं, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल x है तो इसको पॉप कर देंगे. We are reading the b, top of the stack symbol is x, pop it. Again we are reading the b, top of the stack symbol is x, pop it. Now we are reading the epsilon. हम लोग क्या रीड कर रहे हैं? Epsilon रीड कर रहे हैं. So we are reading the epsilon, and what is the top of the stack symbol? X. So my dear friends, if you are reading a epsilon and top of the stack symbol is x, and we are in the state Q1. अभी हम लोग कौन से स्टेट में है? Q1 में है. तो Q1 में इसके लिए कोई ट्रांजिशन है क्या? Q1 स्टेट में अगर आप एप्सिलॉन रीड कर रहे हो, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल x है, तो इस पर्टिकुलर स्कैनिंग के लिए देयर इज नो ट्रांजिशन. देयर इज नो ट्रांजिशन. देयर इज नो ट्रांजिशन. So if there is no transition for any particular scanning, then simply the machine will reject the string. Here explicitly we do not mention the rejection state. We just conclude the rejection by some logic. So if transition does not exist for a particular scanning, then we simply say the string is rejected. Are you getting my point or not? So in this situation, what is happening? On reading the epsilon, top of the stack symbol is x. In state Q1, there is no transition. If there is no transition, then simply the string is rejected. तो अगर ट्रांजिशन एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रहा है तो स्ट्रिंग रिजेक्ट होगा. ट्रांजिशन एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है तो आपको चेक करके बताना पड़ेगा कि वेदर इट इज एक्सेप्टेड और गॉट इट. एक्सप्लिसिटली हम लोग यहां पर मेंशन नहीं करते हैं. ठीक है ना? क्लियर है भाई लोग? समझ में आ रहा है? नाउ लेट्स सी हाउ टू राइट द ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन फॉर अ गिवन मशीन. ये थोड़ा सा इंटरेस्टिंग है, समझिए. See over here how to write the transition function. देखिए ये बात तो क्लियर है. ये जो पीडीए है, ये लैंग्वेज हम लोगों ने किसके लिए बनाया है? a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to. Now my question is, suppose this is the QF state. This is the QF state. How to write the transition function? चलिए देखते हैं पीडीए के केस में. So this is, of course, this is the machine M which is PDA. Now see, Q0 स्टेट में अगर हम लोग A रीड कर रहे हैं, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल क्या है? Z0 है. So where we will move? We will move to the Q0 state and top of the stack symbol will become XZ0. Just see over here. यहाँ पर आप लोग देखो A रीड हो रहा है, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल में Z0 है, तो नेक्स्ट टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल क्या होगा, एक्स जेड नॉट, एंड द माइग्रेटिंग स्टेट विल बी द क्यू नॉट. क्लियर है? नाउ अगेन we are in q naught state. Again we are reading the a, but the top of the stack symbol is x. So again there is a self loop, means we are migrating to the same state q naught, and next top of the stack symbol will become double x. Okay, similarly if we are in a q naught state, we are reading the input symbol b, and top of the stack symbol is what, x. So where we are migrating, तो Q0 पे अगर B रीड कर रहे हैं, then we are migrating to Q1. We are migrating to Q1, and next top of the stack symbol will become epsilon. Next top of the stack symbol will become epsilon. What does it mean? It means simply pop top of the stack symbol. Clear? See over here. Again, भाई इसमें 3 ट्रांजिशन था. इस स्टेट पे 3 ट्रांजिशन है. पहला, दूसरा और यहां पर ये तीसरा. नाउ लेट्स सी द ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन ऑफ Q1. लेट्स सी द ट्रांजिशन फंक्शन ऑफ Q. सो इन Q1 स्टेट वी आर रीडिंग द B, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल इज X, एंड व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल माइग्रेट टू द सेम स्टेट Q1 एंड वी विल पॉप द टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल. भाई हम लोग सेम स्टेट पे माइग्रेट कर रहे हैं, एंड वी आर पॉपिंग द टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल. एंड व्हाट इज द लास्ट कंडीशन, if we are in a state Q1, we are reading the epsilon and top of the stack symbol is Z0. So अगर हम लोग Q1 स्टेट में है, epsilon रीड कर रहे हैं, टॉप ऑफ द स्टैक सिंबल में Z0 है, then we are migrating to the QF state. We are migrating to the QF state, and top of the stack symbol will remains the Z0. Here QF is the final state. So my dear friends, this is ultimately the transition function. This is ultimately the transition function for the above PDA. For the above, okay. So this is the transition function. Transition function for above. So what we are learning from here, अगर machine PDA given है, then we can write the transition function, yes or no? If machine is given, then we can easily write the transition function, or if the transition function is given, then we can reconstruct the machine. We can reconstruct the machine, means the transition function can be converted into the PDA, and the PDA can be converted into the transition function. So my dear friends, what is happening in your GATE exam, please try to understand. GATE exam में क्या होता है, they will give you the transition function. वो आपको transition function दे देगा, ठीक है ना. Suppose I am giving you a question, the transition function is given like this, and you are asking find language generated by above transition function of unknown PDA. Unknown PDA. Okay, and the option will be given like this: a to the power n, b to the power m, where nm greater than equal to. Option B will be given like this: a to the power n, b to the power m, where n is not equal to. And option C will be given like this: a to the power n, b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to. And option D will be given like this: a to the power n, b to the power 2n, where n is greater than equal. So looking upon this transition function, what you have to do, first of all you have to design a PDA, and looking upon the PDA you can easily conclude which kind of languages the machine is accepting, and you can easily answer the option C. You can easily answer the option C. गॉट इट एवरीवन? इस तरह के क्वेश्चन 2-3 बार गेट में ऑलरेडी आ चुके हैं, तो ये एक पहले टाइप का क्वेश्चन है जो आपके गेट एग्जाम में पूछे जाते हैं, ठीक है ना? नाउ लेट्स come to the another numerical. So I'm just giving you, see friends, this is the series of lecture. आज CFL and PDA का पार्ट 1 चल रहा है, कल इसी का पार्ट 2 चलेगा. So I'm just giving you some of the numerical. What you have to do, you have to just try to solve all these numerical. You have to try to design the PDA for all the following numericals, and tomorrow I will discuss. Okay, so design PDA for following language. Okay, the first one is given as n is equal to a to the power n b to the power 2n, where n is greater than equal to. The second one is n is equal to a to the power n b to the power m and c to the power n plus nm greater than equal. The third one is L is equal to a to the power n b to the power m, where nm n is greater than equal to. Fourth one is L is equal to wc w reverse, where w belongs to ab whole star and sigma is set of input symbol. It is equivalent to a, b and c. We have just introduced 3 input symbol. The fifth one is L is equal to set of, you can just write in a mathematical form, not a problem at all. L is equal to w belongs to ab whole star, where number of a in w is equal to number of b in. Okay. Sixth one is L is equal to a to the power n b to the power n, where n is greater than equal to 1 union a to the power n b to the power 2n, where n is greater than equal. 7 one is L is equal to a to the power n to the power m c to the power m, where nm greater than equal to. 8 one is L is equal to a to the power n to the power m, where n. So my dear friends, there are 8 questions. अगर आपको ये 8 questions का पीडीए बनाना आता है, so I am just giving you a promise, you are not going to make any mistake in your GATE 2021 paper, the questions related with the PDA and the CFL. Got it everyone? So अगर आप इन आठों लैंग्वेजेस का अगर आप पीडीए बना देते हो, तो आप कभी भी अपने लाइफ में पीडीए से रिलेटेड, सीएफएल से रिलेटेड किसी भी क्वेश्चंस में आप गलती नहीं करोगे, ये मेरा प्रॉमिस है. बिकॉज फ्रॉम दिस न्यूमेरिकल आई विल क्रिएट द वेरियस न्यूमेरिकल. इन सारे न्यूमेरिकल से मैं बहुत सारे अलग अलग न्यूमेरिकल्स, अलग अलग कॉन्सेप्ट डिस्कस करने वाला हूं. ऑफकोर्स आई विल डिस्कस द एनपीडीए, डीपीडीए, किस सिचुएशन में कोई भी पीडीए नॉन डिटर्मिनिस्टिक होता है, किस सिचुएशन में पीडीए को हम लोग बोलेंगे इट इज अ डिटर्मिनिस्टिक पीडीए. ओके, एंड देन वी विल लर्न कि दो अलग अलग तरीके के पीडीए होते हैं. एक होता है PDA by final state and the second one is the PDA by empty store. In the tomorrow lecture we will discuss all these problem. Along with this we will discuss two different things, the PDA by final state. Final state का मतलब होता है where the acceptance of the string is checked by reaching to the final state, and the second kind of PDA is PDA by empty store. What by empty store? Of course, my dear friends, we are using the stack, means if the acceptance of the string is checked by emptying the store of the stack, then it will called PDA by empty store. So my dear friend, this is again a matter of discussion, and in my tomorrow class I will discuss each and everything in a sequence manner. So don't forget to attend my class in the tomorrow, and before leaving the session once again I will tell you, never ever forget to use the code IFA to get the subscription, and you will get the minimum 10% discount. For more information you can just personally text me on my number 9264954515. This is my telegram number. My dear friends, subscribe this channel to get all upcoming updated video lectures, and hit the bell icon button to get all the notification. If you want to attend further all of my lectures, then you just press the bell icon button. ये आपके साइड में मेंशन क्या होगा, YouTube में आप देख सकते होंगे, वहां पर प्लेस बेल आइकन बटन को आप प्रेस कर दो, so that whenever I will come online you will immediately get the notification. And don't forget to put your valuable comments, because your one valuable comments will inspire the million of students to join this particular platform. Thank you very much guys, take care.